Okay, this time we talk about how to draw stairs which is going forward horizon and downwards, and also mention railings. One important extra detail here which I need to mention is about these diagonal lines. So as we have diagonal lines for each step, like I told before, when we have these two diagonal lines, so bottom line represents this each step bottom, and the top line represent each step top. They parallel and go into same vanishing point below horizon line, or if we look opposite, it will go above horizon line. Depends from point of view. If we look how stairs going downwards, then this one is below horizon line. If we look this way, when stairs going up, then these diagonal lines will have vanishing point above horizon line. So same like this one, same. Same situation will happen when we draw staircases. So it's like kind of fractal here, because let's say this is diagonal line for each step, right? And this, so parallel to it, we have this double line for each step bottom, and etc., right? So we have this thing. So in the same way, if so we have situation when this staircase kind of, we have this top surface parallel to ground and next top surface, and they like will be on the same rhythm, like with same distance, then we will get same situation like with the steps. We will have this new diagonal lines which will represent tops and bottoms of this steps and stairs and platforms, right? So we have this platform parallel to ground, go vanishing, parallel lines going to vanishing point on the horizon line. Then we have this parallel lines to each others. It's diagonal lines for steps, and then we have this diagonal lines which is will go to another vanishing point between this and between horizon line, so in our case somewhere here. So I will demonstrate it here in this drawing. So first here I will make a little composition sketch to imagine how better organize perspective here, because here is very interesting complex picture. And again, it's kind of also demonstrate we can draw environment like with a different sequence. Sometimes start with a perspective grid, sometimes start with a composition sketch. Sometimes only use one vanishing point and build everything according to one vanishing point. It's kind of personal preference, and also it depends on each particular task. What's important, so even when I make a composition row sketch, having good solid kind of foundation and perspective, it helps because I still will build perspective. It's just like a little sloppy, a little say will loose and will require some refinement and adjustment later when I will make a perspective grid. It's just when I make composition first, is I want to make sure that my composition details all will be in a interesting place, and so I will not sacrifice composition for just for making correct perspective. So it's kind of interesting dance, every drawing with a complex structure is this kind of interesting dance of calculations and let's say, well, it's like perspective, mathematic, and abstract design, this kind of like abstract quality. So I want to make sure it will have this interesting and exciting abstraction, and it should be married with a kind of cold blood structure. So when you manage to do this together, then it's great work. Then it has this kind of strong quality in it. Okay, so I think it's something like this. So what I did, I placed some very general root, like crude Vogue shapes, like size, proportions, and locations on the paper. And also I was placing them around, make sure I will like make sure where is better to put these vanishing points. One vanishing point is for tilted surface, for this, for my diagonal lines for each step, for this one, right? Which is also with the same diagonal line for railings. Then vanishing point for horizon line. So it's something like this. So now I will refine Now I need to refine all this, so I will make it little erase, make it little brighter, and rebuild all structure. Now it should be fit perfectly to my composition. Yes, I will try to make this horizon line vanishing point directly on the end paper here. Also, when I did this composition sketch, I was thinking about vertical lines. So vertical lines, y-axis, it's have this very strong conversion. So now I do perspective grid for it. So what I do, like I have this y vertical line here, then I see this conversion here. Now I need to put in between. So it's something like, you know, I find this line in between, in the middle. Okay, I can make this line, but now after some experience, I just eyeball in it. So something like this. And I can kind of see similar here. And if I need, I can keep dividing it to draw this intermediate line in the middle. Line in the middle. Okay, so here we have this edge for surface, and again this surface moving down, this diagonal lines for stairs. And here I can start to think about, let's first do this railings. So I'll make first this railings, and I will show you what I start to think about. So here I start to think about this diagonal line for platforms and stairs, because we have this bottom, we have bottom here and we have top here. So now I can find where is the vanishing point for this tops and bottoms. I guess it's somewhere here. So here, go to this. So you see now we start to finding this top points. So from here bottom go to vanishing point here. From here go to this, to step diagonal line, and we got intersection. So it's like again bottom, bottom, bottom. And then from this bottom, like here, if I go to horizon line, vanishing point, I will got this new top. And again same repeat. Here, an intersection, and here. I think it's enough. So again, what does mean? How it works? This is a diagonal line for each step. This one, right? So this vanishing point for each step. Let's call it Z3. So this is Z3. It's each step diagonal line. Like here is bottom and top, right? So each step going here to this Z3. Then we have this top surface. Here, this top surface. And also like a fractal, you know, it's also of course same parallel to top surface of each step, you know. So and this parallel to ground, so vanishing point will be on the horizon line. So this vanishing point for each surface is Z. So it's Z here. It's like right on the edge in my this drawing currently. And diagonal line for this platform stairs, this diagonal line, which is also top and bottom, similar to each step, you know. This diagonal line will be Z2. So this is now Z2. So if I do this line and I do this line, I will find intersection, this bottom here. This is what I did. I did this going here, and from here I did this go here, so it intersects with oh, I got confused already. Yeah, it intersects with this Z2. So intersection with Z2 give us this bottom of this points here. So this is why it's useful, because it gives us clear, easy way to calculate this kind of staircase with equal distance. So let's do same on this side. So you see here we have this bottom, we have a vantage point for Z2. So I drew a straight line here. So now when from this point go to here and give us intersection here, so this give us this second platform. Same here, if from this point I'm going down here and it intersects with this line, it intersects here, so it gives us bottom of this platform. And same when I connect it here, it gives us the bottom of further platform. And then here it will be just the ground. It's kind of enough. So this is how it works. Now let's make railings. Here it will be 4 main railings. So what we have already this here, this H, So now I will just project it all around. So let me make it a little lighter so it's a little more clear. Okay, so all I do is to follow direction of my perspective grids and vanishing points. So again, so here this we already established. Then here is the vertical y-axis. This is our h of railing, like how high railing according to stairs, right? So then here is our line, which is same line with the angle of surface of steps. So, and here this one is vanishing point on the horizon, so it's parallel to ground. And I keep doing it. So here is going to steps Z3. Then it intersects with vertical y-axis going through this bottom. So now I have this h on this distance. Then from this h I can make a line to vanishing point on a horizon line. Then from this point I draw a vertical line y. It intersects with this one. If I have top point on this distance here, then again I make from this top I draw a line parallel to stairs, and then again here from bottom I make this vertical line which give me intersection, and from this intersection I draw a line to horizon line, right, the vanishing point on horizon line, and from this point I draw again vertical. It's give me intersection. From this intersection I draw line to line which is vanishing point for stairs diagonal line, and again I have this point which I draw to vanishing point of horizon. So now I have this railing zigzag like I was talk in the previous tutorials, so I just show you in this case how it works, and we will see how this railing follows same vanishing point with this Z2, because this railing is here, you see. So it's all very interesting, this kind of fractal stuff with the perspective. Okay, so now I do same with this side. And again, if you feel intimidated with this, I don't know, maybe because it's so many lines, it might be might look scary, but it's all just practice. So if it feel intimidating, if you feel unconfident and scary with this kind of stuff, just draw it until it will be easy. Just again, draw it, try again, watch again tutorial, try it again. If after watching like 5 times tutorial you still don't get it, okay, buy book, find some other source to have some little different perspective on same issue, on same question, or go to my YouTube channel, ask me there in the comments. This is kind of learning process. Sometimes you might stuck, sometimes you never know for which person. Some point might be like really hard to get, so you never know for who what is hard. Maybe you get it very fast, maybe you stuck here. Only real thing here, it's nothing impossible here. It's very kind of basic, all these very basic things. We need to crack it, and when we crack it, we will be like on a such different qualification. We will able to draw all these complex landscapes. It is fantastic, you know, when you're able to catch this dynamic and this complexity. Yeah, it's very cool. So, and now here we have these two railings in the middle. So same what I do, I can project this H here, right? And then from this 2 point, so I find here like distance between them, so it's like equal to distance here. So from this point follow an angle over y-axis, so it's like I draw this vertical line here, right? So now this H intersects with these vertical lines, and we have these two high points for each railing. From these high points, okay, I draw a line to vanishing point for this angle. Also from bottom points of railings, and draw a line to this diagonal vanishing point. Then we have this intersection with the surface parallel to ground, right? So this again is a point from through which we draw vertical line. We drop this vertical line, we drop this vertical line, and we have intersection again, which is represent top of this railing. And again, from these 2 points, we need to drop line to horizon line, because this surface parallel to ground. So these lines, they will converge on a vanishing point on the horizon, which is Z. This one, top and bottom. And do this for all railings along bottom of the stairs. So yeah, when its surface parallel to ground, I make line to vanishing point on the horizon line. So it's give this point. When it's tilted surface, I make line to vanishing point on here, and again. Again. And same for H. Go to horizon. Go to horizon. To bottom. Here go to horizon. Like this. So here, yeah, it's very subtle here. I haven't sure camera catch it. Yeah, okay, it's catch it. So anyway, we need to make sure these 4 points, they will be on the same line. And then this 4 points. So we have this 2 point here and this point here, right? So then let's go to horizon line vanishing point. Okay, so make it a little lighter because again it's too messy and dark. I just afraid it's not very clear. Okay, I hope it's clear. Yeah, so this, it's a structure for this railings, steps, platforms. And now all need, the next step is just to carve kind of each particular step. And here is kind of also interesting trick. So let's say we have this stairs here, we'll go into horizon line, onto horizon. So we have this platform on the top, and then it's like transparent stairs made from glass, so we can see through each step. Etc, etc, right? So we can build kind of this transparent stairs and calculate every step in perspective with this diagonal lines, with this vanishing point here. Problem is like it's okay to do maybe like when we have like a big paper, so we can really draw each step, or when we deal with not so many amount of steps, because like here in this situation you can see it's so dense. It's like each step is so close to each other, so I need to see through each step to draw this correct perspective for each step. You see, I need to see through each step, or even through two of other steps. So it's like it's really so surgical fineness kind of drawing, and it's like, oh, this kind of thing is really little too much, kind of is overkill. So what is actually useful in this kind of situation? Look, so many steps. What is actually useful? It's just to make this rhythm of steps. So let's say I want to have this kind of rhythm, like I kind of establishing this rhythm of edges for each step. So here, let's project it on both sides. And when I have this edges, when I have this edges, now I just using this perspective, I just drop, I just kind of carve this, you see? So it's like if I have this this edges and I have vanishing point, okay, so I just carve for each step this kind of direction here. So I have this edge and point on a diagonal line, so and I know direction of a vanishing point on a horizon line. I just carve it this way. So this much more common sense draw it this way than calculating each step. And same here, which is like you see, it's even more insane situation. So it's like here, like what we can do again, back to previous tutorials. It's like we're not only talking about being correct, we're also talking about impression. So when we have something like this, is still we ask ourselves kind of if we want to make impression of a stairs, so it will certain abstract quality, then what it will be, it's something like this, maybe even like closer this horizon line and this zigzag, right? So I just need to make sure it will be clear, readable, these abstract elements. So then it will perceive as stairs even when it's so narrow and subtle. So we as artists, we kind of need to know these kind of small nuances and don't be only on the one side of being like correct, or like draftsman who will like spend like 1 month to like kind of figure out how can I implement this knowledge, these rules to build these fine details. Okay, 90% of time we don't need such finesse. Okay, and next what we have here, let's little refine this railings. What we have with railings, first is definitely here, it's this double thing. So we just add one more line. So here we can do it this way like I do right now, just eyeball it, or any moment we can do it like correct way, like so using vanishing points to build it properly. So you see when you need to what, sometimes you double check with vanishing points, sometimes you just eyeball it. So here again I transport to here, so to vanishing point, go to vanishing point, with intersection, go to vanishing point, go to vanishing point, like this. Same I can here, project it here, go to vanishing point, intersection, vanishing point, intersection, vanishing point. Like this. So I divide this on this doubles, and then now I need to maybe here, yeah, I will cut it like on a reference. I just not sure. Maybe I will cut here little different place. So I use in my y axis. Then yeah, cut here is not only cut here on the end. Also we have this cut on each platform. So it's kind of again it's so subtle. So maybe I can eraser to soften it. Some of these steps I will not draw with pencil, and I will already start to do it with ink, but tutorial explanation, yes, I need to talk it through, to talk each point. Yeah, so you see we kind of cut on each platform. They're so subtle there, so I will make it with ink because it's so narrow there. And now finally put pillars. So let's say one pillar I will make here. Project here, so here's this pillar. Then here I can little curve it a bit. Curve. Then pillar here. Let's find middle here. So this will be pillar. Just project pillar here. Same. Find middle. Pillar. Projecting this to here. The pillar here. And middle. Here just eyeballing two pillars. Etc. Again, I will see now with ink. So, okay, so this is what we have. And now I'll do with ink, and I will add to each pillar, I will add some this roundness, give some thickness for this pipe. Like, let's say, like right now, it's like this, but with ink I will little bulk it up, so we will have this kind of round shape here. So let's start inking. First, I will kind of make most general marks here to have this overall flow. It's like most obvious and easy lines. Something I can finish very fast. So then I can, after I can deal with some fine details. I want also be careful, sometimes don't smudge wet ink. Here this double line railing. And here I can do this cuts on the railings. So I hope I also explain this in my tutorials. It's that creative process. It's like it's not only about imagination and make things correct, draw properly. It's also about how we planning our process, how we planning our working process. It's also serious element of creative work. It's defined the result of our work. Yeah, here actually this railing might be as often go like behind platform, so it's attached on the side. We're not copying reference exactly, but we learning from it and we applying perspective, kind of perspective system to build this view.